I like Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack. Why? Because no matter what he gets into, what's always in his pocket? A compass that sets the direction of where the black pearl needs to go. We also need a moral compass. Part of it is the values about how we were raised, whatever values that those were. But I think there are moral obligations in setting the tone for what you do. And I preach this at corporate America as well. Number one, always put people first in your decision making. Always. Not processes, people. 57% of all companies that have downsized due to the recession still have the same problems. But who pays for those problems? We have 15 million unemployed workers. They paid the price. Who is thinking of them? Let's look at ripples, foreclosure rates. You think a lot of those marriages are in trouble if you've been out of work for 2 or 3 years? You see that, and it can go on for years. Look, always put people first in decision making. Number two, respect individual dignity. You have a right to disagree with my behavior, but you have no right to take on my self-esteem. There's a difference between telling someone you are the dumbest thing next to the jackass, or normally you don't make these poor decisions. I wonder why you did it now. See the difference? My father, World War II veteran, on the GI Bill, went to Northwestern School of Engineering, finished in 3 years, mathematical genius. None of his kids have the gift. I can make change, tell you my phone number. But being firstborn, guess what I was supposed to become? Engineer. So he signs me up in high school for all of these advanced courses. Every night at the dinner table, hours working through math. He would get frustrated. He would look at my mother, your side of the family. We got the wrong kid at the hospital. And so my psyche says as a kid, someone who loves me very much knows I'm stupid. I guess he's right. So I fulfilled his expectations. D- is in math, A's in Latin, history, whatever. Second semester, senior in college, 2 credits short in math, only course open, advanced calculus. I couldn't even spell it. I went into the prof's office and I said, "You don't understand, I'm stupid." He said, "There's no such thing as a stupid kid. We'll do it together." And I got an A. And when the report card got home, my father looked at it and he said, "There is a God." And then I sat down with my father and I told him what he did to me. "I had it all along and you didn't see it. And I know that you love me." And he cried and I cried, and I vowed as a teacher never to equate a grade point average with a student's self-esteem. Never. 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 And the other reason is why I went into theology. As far from engineering as I could get. He knew nothing about philosophy and theology. I'm safe. But it's the process of how we respond to people's dignity. Number 3, treat everybody fairly. If there are rules, then everybody must play by the same rules. The president of the university down to the kid that just is getting into putting his bunk bed together in a couple of weeks in a dorm. Everybody plays by the same rules. Because if someone sees exceptions, remember, perceptions determine attitudes, attitudes determine behavior. And lastly, be honest. If you have a short memory, always tell the truth. Because if you tell one lie, then you got to do what? Got to tell another one because you forgot what you lied about in the first place. And invariably, I'll have some dim bulb after a talk, not in here, but in corporate, come up and say, well, it's only a little white lie compared to what? A big chartreuse? How does this work? Is it the truth or isn't it? Well, I really didn't. And isn't it amazing how we turn words around? Well, I really didn't give him all the information necessary to make the proper decision. You lied. Well, that's one way of looking at it.